Well, obviously the most important thing that you need to keep you alive in a serious hurricane are food and water. And food is tough to come by, especially if you don't want to eat, dry cereal and canned food. So Dave Blanford is here bringing us a terrific product called HeaterMeals. This is really one of the best products I think we've ever seen for hurricane prep. So tell us about HeaterMeals. What are they?
Thanks, Mike. Let me show you. HeaterMeals is a self-heating meal. And what that means is it actually will warm itself up once you use our unique food heater, which I'll show you here.
Okay.
When you pull it out of the box, this is everything you need to heat up and eat the meal. There's your spoon, salt, pepper, napkin. That's what you're going to eat it with. This is what you heat it with. It's a food heater pouch that is very similar to something we've been making for the military for the last 20 years.
Kind of like an MRE that people might have heard of.
The MRE food heater is our invention. We developed it as a heater meal, but the idea behind it is it's with food that is designed for typical adult taste. So
and it's not refrigerated or frozen.
Not at all.
It's just kept at room temperature.
It is similar to a canned food. This tray of food, as an example, has a 2-year shelf life.
Okay.
To heat it up, you tear the top off that bag, you open this up. This is filled with a pad that is food-grade iron and magnesium powder, and that's going to get hot when you pour the pouch of salt water in there. This is a pre-measured 2-ounce pouch of salt water. The fully cooked, pre-cooked sealed meal, you drop that in there. The salt water packet, simply open that up, and you drain the contents into the bag, and in about a minute, in about 45 seconds to a minute, it'll start steaming like a teapot.
Wow.
Gets nice and hot.
So it's just a chemical reaction that's brought on by putting the salt water in.
Very true, but it's a totally proven and safe heater, again, with our experience we've had with the military. I'm going to put it on a heat-safe surface, like the box in that case. And again, you'll see that starting to bubble and steam.
I can already see it going.
In 10 minutes, it'll raise the temperature of that food 100 degrees above whatever the starting temperature is.
Wow. Now, you have a lot of different packets here, and there's a range of different products. Some of them are just a small single-serving meal like this one. Some of them are a big pack. So walk us through the different kinds that we have.
That's
What's
correct.
this one over here?
Well, that one is one of our meal kits. We have 2 types of meal kits. Our original entrees that you see in the orange boxes were our first development, 300 or 400 calories in these. We had some people, like police agencies, fire agencies, wanting more calories, so what we did is designed a meal kit. The HeaterMeals 3 has one of the HeaterMeals self-heating meals in here, along with an array of snacks. So you have, M&Ms and dried fruit and a beverage powder. Gives you about 1,000 to 1,100 calories if you want some additional calories.
And that one will last about 2 years.
That one actually lasts 3 years.
3
the way
years.
that one's packaged. In the year 2000, we were approached by folks in the National Guard. As an example, Texas National Guard people use our HeaterMeals Plus. And what that indicates, there's a HeaterMeals built in here, plus you get a beverage and cookies and raisins and breadsticks and applesauce. So they wanted a complete meal kit to give some of the servicemen and women so they'd have an alternative to the MREs for some of their military exercises.
And it's like a home-cooked meal. That's, if you can't see, this is pancakes with what, a
blueberry topping and bacon.
Blueberries
Absolutely.
and bacon.
And you got your juices in there as well, so it's a complete meal kit. The newest heater meal is the HeaterMeals EX that you see over here in the gold box. This is a nice development because, again, you hope you guys had a crazy storm year last year with Dolly and Ike.
People were without power for 3 weeks.
But it had been a gap prior to, to last year's unique storm experience. HeaterMeals EX is packaged specifically to last for extended storage. This has a 5-year shelf life.
5 years?
So from homeowners to emergency agencies, this might be something that you'd want to have around. And as I mentioned to you earlier, here at Fox 26, you guys actually have HeaterMeals that you go out onto scenes sometimes and use for your cameramen and your reporters.
Absolutely.
They work out quite well.
Now, the steam is really starting to come out of this here now. You could just feel the heat coming off of it. That would be safe to eat even if you didn't heat it up, though.
Absolutely. The food is fully pre-cooked. I mentioned some of our military customers do eat them just right out of the box, not even heating them up. But it is very, very safe. Again, totally flameless, no electricity needed. So if there is a power outage, anyone can use it. And literally, children to senior citizens. We have some Meals on Wheels programs who use HeaterMeals. And really everyone in between, all ages, can eat HeaterMeals.
Where's the product available?
You can get them retail at outdoor stores. They're actually at truck stops. Folks can call us. We have a minimum order of 1 case of 12. You can go to heatermeals.com and order them, again, just for home preparedness. If you have to get on I-10 and head west at any point, it might be nice to have some bottled water and some HeaterMeals in your car.
And it's real compact, you know, as opposed to having a pantry full of cans and, you know, all kind of odds and ends.
Well,
you know?
that is true. And the other thing I'll tell you about HeaterMeals, again, the way they're balanced nutritionally, folks will buy them for emergency meals, and then when you try them, you realize, you know, that wasn't bad. It'd be nice for my next camping trip or fishing trip, so they work out quite well.
Now, that's real important, too, because, you know, you don't want to just be eating total junk, and you like a nice home-cooked meal, especially after a hurricane. I would like to try that here coming up in a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
Because, let's see, this is the, just to give people an idea of the range of products here, this is what, an Italian?
We have a chicken pasta Italiana.
Chicken pasta Italiana.
One of my favorites is the green pepper steak with rice. We have a chicken noodles. The chicken noodles and green pepper steak are our 2 low-sodium meals. We have 2 vegetarian meals. One of our meals only has 3 grams of sugar. You know, so point being is there's
maybe
pretty much
diabetics or something. So yeah, it pretty much runs the gamut there.
There's a selection for really anyone who might want to.
Who are your biggest clients? Is it Red Cross, FEMA, the military? I mean,
Red Cross and FEMA and the military would be our largest clients. But as an example, we have a state contract right here in Texas. They've found Red Cross, FEMA, and the state of Texas like HeaterMeals because it's they try to be proactive prior to a storm making landfall, and they found that HeaterMeals in the first 24 to 36 hours are quite helpful. You know, the Red Cross, Salvation Army do a great job of feeding people after a storm hits, but they can roll in with HeaterMeals and immediately start handing these out, and in 10 minutes people can have a nice, hot, nutritious meal. And
you did send a bunch down to the Beaumont, Port Arthur area right after Ike.
We did. About 1.1 million we shipped and got them into Beaumont within the 24-hour period, and so they were able to be distributed you know, for the folks all along the Gulf Coast.
That is awesome. Well, you know, I invite you to check it out, and if you order them and taste them, you know, please give us some feedback here and let us know. Post a blog here on the website at myfoxhouston.com and let us know how you liked it. I'm going to taste some of that coming up here in just a moment. But HeaterMeals, and it's HeaterMeals.com.
That is correct.
Fantastic. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for tuning in for this special installment of the Hurricane Briefing.